about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? God, that felt good, didn't it? That felt really good. Well, we're here, guys. First show, the first installment of the Sam Show. So I'm really excited today. I think we've got a nice little fun show for you guys. So, what is happening? Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it, after the new update. What has been going on there? Because I tell you what, I've been finding some absolutely mental things on there recently on my For You, and I know it's called my For You, but I'm sure something's happened in the algorithm for this. And I tell you what, next thing up, Super Bowl weekend. Yes, that's right. This Sunday, the 49ers going to take on the Kaiser Chiefs, but is that the real derby? Because I think it is right now. It's got to be the 49ers versus Taylor Swift because of obviously a relationship with Travis Kelce, the Kaiser Chiefs tight end. Anyway, let's get stuck straight into this. Right, so Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, let's be honest, it's been really bad recently. I think especially from my view, because There's been a lot of weird stuff going around, I can't lie. There's been a lot of weird stuff. So, for example, what I saw recently was French Twitter decided to take over my For You page, which I find really weird because obviously before that, I'm not that engaged with French Twitter, to be honest with you. Because I set the scene for you. So one morning, I woke up. I'm going around my normal day. I'll go on Twitter, I'm a Leeds United fan, so I'll probably have a look at some Leeds United news, find some stuff to laugh at. Then French Twitter comes along, there's this one quote tweet, and it says, the translation something like, oh, who has that one video, that one weird video. And I tell you what, my For You page on Twitter for the past 3 days of this week has been absolutely vile. Absolutely vile. You can follow us on there, by the way, the Sam Show 4, to join in with our conversation on there. I mean, I'm trying to tweet out quite a lot when I get the chance to, but recently there has been some absolutely angry stuff on there. And, at the start of the week, we had the bloody bombshell of the Tom Garrett video as well. How mental is that? Tom Garrett, the pitch side host. That was crazy, but yeah, right. So let's start off on French Twitter. So, like I said, go on, and I'm just looking through this on my For You page, just like quote tweets and stuff. Oh my goodness. And then it hits. It hits. And I see it, and it's just like a video of someone like jumping off a crane onto a bridge or something like that and dying. People getting caught having sex in cars. People bloody taking a hit of a vape and shoving it in your bumhole. That is not that. I don't know what's going through those French people's heads, but that is not right. I don't care where you come from. I can't even fathom why anyone would do that. Just I saw this one, and it was just a guy who just hit a vape, and then he's they're throwing it up all like gang signs, giving it the big one and stuff, and then he just the footage cuts, and it's just it's despicable. It's absolutely despicable. It just cuts to this camera. I'm not going to get into details for it because, this podcast is probably going to get taken down before it can even get going. But yeah, just have a look. Just search that in, and I'll let you go off by yourself and do it. But on another note, Tom Garrett on Twitter recently, a video came out of him doing. There's a bit of a theme here. There's a bit of a theme doing some indescribable things to his mate, aka he just gave his mate he just fucking tossed him off. He just tossed his mate off. So he's there poor lad. I have to say, whoever's put that video out, shame on you, because things I really like Tom Garrett as well. A nice little Brummy lad, Pitchside Podcast. He's always really good on there. He does speak a lot of sense, to be fair, because he's got you know, Theo Baker on there, then that Geordie lad who's he's deluded. But yeah, no, yeah, Tom Garrett, I did not expect it. That was not on my bingo list for this year. Like I said, Pitchside Host, a video of him wanking off his mate came out, and to be fair, it's absolutely hilarious when you watch it. He's just there, and it's the fact that he quickly switches hands mid-motion. You know, he's doing it, and then he goes for the switch, and he keeps going, and it's man, it's just even describing it's absolutely awful. But that's been blown up recently on Twitter because no one expected Tom Garrett to be doing that. It was absolutely insane. Oh, honest God, Twitter's been absolutely crazy at the moment. Like, I even remember back in the days we had that Jacob guy doing the I remember the karaoke, and he used to get loads of celebrities on there. He had Declan Rice singing Rice, Rice, Baby. Like, do you know what? I do love Twitter. I do think it's probably one of the best social media platforms out there. I just think the variety of stuff. How bad does this sound after what I've just said? But the variety of stuff that you get on there is actually really good. Like, there's a lot of funny people on there. The Twitter Spaces are amazing as well. I don't know whether you guys think so. I mean, comment in the Instagram when we post like bits like this coming out. But yeah, I think Twitter's amazing. It's absolutely funny, and it's given us the first segment of our show as well. Which, you know, how can you hate that? But yeah, Twitter's mint. Like the Spaces and stuff. Like, I'm a Leeds United fan, and there was this one space with we had this player that we dislike called Weston McKennie, and he had this mate that was just like going off his nut on Twitter all the time about like, oh no, McKennie's really good player for you guys, yeah. And it's like, then you have this guy in this Twitter space who who joined the call and just went like, oh yeah, so is that fat cunt up top starting? Oh no, sorry, that fat cunt in midfield starting. And he was just like, oh yeah, I don't know, man. I think you got to remove him from the chat. I think we got to remove him because he's saying stuff about Weston McKennie, dog. And he's just like, is that fat cunt starting in the middle? Like, and then you get some brilliant moments like that. Just Twitter is an absolute perfect place. Like I said, make sure you're following us on Twitter, The Sam Show 4, all one word, not like our Insta and TikTok. But make sure you follow it on there because we'll keep you posted about stuff like that when it happens. Because I have my head in Twitter 24/7. I probably shouldn't say this, but when I am going to education and stuff, I can't lie, Twitter does get pulled up on the phone a little bit. I am giving a quick scroll through. This is a huge plug for Twitter. My huge plug to the very few listeners that we got. But yeah, I have to say, Twitter's been a very weird place at the moment, hasn't it? Yeah. Now, Super Bowl weekend. The San Francisco 49ers against Patrick Mahomes. I forgot the name of the team. Kansas City Chiefs, there it is. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs against the San Francisco 49ers in Vegas. Oh, it's going to be a good one. But just to add it to the mix, who's the big talking point about it? It's only Taylor Swift, the biggest artist. She's won 2 Grammys recently this week. She's on to 14 now, the 34-year-old. I didn't even realise she was 34-year-old when I was doing my looking for this show. I obviously had to like get up a little bit of details about Taylor Swift. 34. To be fair, she has been around for ages. I think she went big when she was like a teenager and quite a young teenager as well. But 14 Grammys, she's doing well for herself. Definitely, she's got to be up there like in like 20 years time with like the most Grammys, because I saw it was like 28. Beyonce's holding the most, like 28, 30, something like that, but she'll definitely be up there. But yeah, what a superstar she is. One album of the year alongside of that as one of the Grammys as well. But yeah, no, the main talking point, never mind Taylor Swift, never mind her, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and there's got to be one man that's going to save us, one man that's got to save us from this Taylor Swift like purge, this Taylor Swift purge on social media at the moment, and it's got to be San Francisco 49ers Brock Purdy. I tell you what, on TikTok, the amount of edits that I have seen about that man, it's like, just like the stuff on Twitter, just like those French videos on Twitter, they've been absolutely banging on my For You page on TikTok recently. For like, no reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever why they're coming up on my For You page. But the Brock Purdy edits, he's going to save us. We saw the Lamar Jackson ones. He failed after they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 17-10. 17-10 loss, so he failed. But yeah, can Brock Purdy save us? What a man Brock Purdy is. He's 24 years old, playing for the 49ers. He looks like a really good player, and hopefully he can save us. That would be really good. But yeah, Taylor Swift at the moment, she's with that Travis Kelce guy. So that Travis Kelce, I mean, he's a really good player as well. But yeah, we have to be saved. We have to be saved from Taylor Swift. Otherwise, like I said, man, we're gonna get her plastered all over our social media even more, and as if she doesn't get it enough. Honest to God, her fan base are absolutely crazy. They are nuts. I saw this one person on Twitter again, little plug again for them. On Twitter again, he just said something about like Taylor Swift in a negative way, in a really negative way, and I mean, you just get hit back with all these like they'll have their first name and their Twitter name or whatever. They'll have a first name and they'll say like Taylor's version after it, and yeah, I'm obsessed if you got to be to have Taylor's version after your name. This might spark a lot of hate, but Taylor's version after your username on a social media page. Yeah, I'm sorry, you've got to be some sort of a weapon, surely. Like obsessing yourself that much with Taylor Swift. Like, don't get me wrong, she's absolutely she's a fantastic recording artist. I think she's mint, but look, man, a fan base are to be fair, they're quite unbearable. I think some of you might agree with me, but look. She's amazing, but yeah, her fan base will stand by her till the day she dies. Like I said about that fella, that poor guy just put out a tweet just putting Taylor Swift in a negative light, and then all of a sudden you get all of the 15-year-olds, you get all the teenagers who have like in the top like 2% of listeners for Taylor Swift just coming in and absolutely ripping him to pieces, saying you're not going to be doing anything like that at 34. You're not going to be winning 14 Grammys at the age of 34, are you? You're not going to be winning an album of the year. Yeah, because it's just some lad on Twitter just tweeting stuff out dead randomly. Of course not. What do you expect from him? He's not going to be like. So he's not going to be some like multi-millionaire who just tweets out on Twitter in his spare time. He's no Elon Musk. That's like the only exception. Just like, I think it was like just some like Liverpool fan just tweeted it out about Taylor Swift. And I saw some other guy tweet out about Kevin De Bruyne. Sorry to keep this so sport related, but it's just what comes up on my Twitter a lot. This guy Kevin De Bruyne comes up, and he's got a Player of the Month nomination. Whoop whoop, Kevin De Bruyne, have that, you City fans. Go on, celebrate that. And then Kevin De Bruyne, like back in lockdown or something, he did like a TikTok with his kid, and it was like that Taylor Swift song, Love Story or something like that. Love Story, I think, and he's doing that, and it's like the one where he like gets his kid to video it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just like take a video of me," but like then the video's on the kid, so someone's linked that to a tweet about the Player of the Month, and it's like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift, all Swifties out there, make sure you vote Kevin De Bruyne on this link for Premier League Player of the Month. He loves Taylor Swift. I guarantee you, mark my words when it comes to the time. Kevin De Bruyne will win that Player of the Month. It'll be by a large margin, and there'll be a surprise, I'm doing quotation marks there, a surprise amount of people from the USA voting on that because of Taylor Swift. Like I said, man, her fan base is immense. They'll like sniffer dogs, they'll sniff out anything, won't they? Like, you know, when you go to like football stadium or something, or like a big event, and like they've got sniffer dogs on you and absolutely going nuts on you. That's what they're like on social media 24/7, or even in person. You can't even say anything in person about Taylor Swift nowadays. It's like a new trigger word for some people. But yeah, no, Taylor Swift, man, like her fans, like I said, sniffer dogs out on social media. Oh, someone said something bad about Taylor Swift there. Hey up, mate. Do you mind not saying that about Taylor Swift? I'll absolutely batter you, mate. Honest to God. And then they all come in like a pack of piranhas and just absolutely like ruin these people because they said like, yeah, do you know what? I'm not that big of a fan of Taylor Swift's new song at the moment. I'm not that big a fan of Taylor Swift's new song. Like, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy what they do. Yeah, like and you know, that's kind of like the main reason I want them to win win the Super Bowl. Well, the 49ers to win the Super Bowl as well, so we don't have to suffer through that. But to get to the Super Bowl as well, she's performing a show in Tokyo. I think it's on the same day. Yeah, it's on the same day. But the 49, where the Super Bowl is being played, is actually, well, it's like 17 or 14 hours behind or something like that, because you've got that huge Pacific Ocean in the middle of it. So you got that separating them. And then she's going to have to get there overnight or something. She's going to have to get a jet. She's going to have to get a jet, which has recently been tracked as well. God, so I should have just done a segment on Taylor Swift. There's so much to talk about her in this. But yeah, she's going to have to get a jet. Will she make it? And tell you what, TikTok's been absolutely brilliantly recently. If you just search in like Taylor Swift on TikTok, you'll be like fine for like an hour of entertainment, because they're all doing like, they're like Taylor Swift in Tokyo for a final show, when she has to like quickly jump off on a thing, and she's like cutting off songs, and it's like she always does that thing where she says something before a song, doesn't she? And she goes like, does anybody have 10 minutes to spare? Because I don't. Then she fucks off onto a plane or something. That'd be mint. Oh, if she ended the show like that. I will love Taylor Swift forever, and I can guarantee you it's going to be this year's Spotify Wrapped, I will be in the top 1% of listeners, like all those other girls out there, because I will become a Swiftie. Right, I'm just wondering, guys, how can I get you guys involved with the show? Of course, you can get in touch with us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. But I'm wondering, I want to get you guys involved with the show, so I'm thinking maybe let's add in a bit of a segment or something at the end that we can do, just like fill out a bit of it, because this has been a short one, first time and stuff. It's going to be quite short and sweet, but look, I think something a bit interactive, like something like, what's bothering you segment, get someone in the show, they can have a rant or something like that. We can all listen. If it's funny, we can laugh. If it's a little bit more serious, we can keep a straight face. But yeah, I want you guys to get involved and feel like doing something like that could be really, really, really fun. Anyway, I think I might call it a day there, guys, but thanks so much for listening. If you have, make sure to get us on the social media, Insta, _Sam_show4. Exact same on TikTok and Twitter, the Sam Show 4. Look, hope you enjoyed the show, guys. I mean, it was a nice, short and sweet one. We'll look to maybe get things a little bit longer in the future and stuff. But yeah, look, it's been really fun doing this first show, guys. And look, hope to see you in the next one, guys, in a bit.